Hello, my name is Elizabeth Willis, and I am the director of the Institute New Paradigm Intimacy, where we offer a 9-month online, globally accredited somatic sex coaching certification with the Self Pleasure Modality. I'm here to talk to you today around what is and what happens in a somatic sex coaching session. So this is a behind the scenes video. Great. Happy to have you with us. And if you're curious about any of our products, any of our courses, any of our other information, please go to our website at www.newparadigmintimacy.com. Great. So what is a somatic sex coaching session? There are a few myths that I would like to bust in this segment of this video. The first one I would like to talk about is that a somatic sex coaching session is specifically designed to bring the client back into the wisdom of their own body. And what this means, if we break down somatic sex coaching, is soma from somatic. Soma means the body. So we are reconnecting to the body's innate wisdom. And this differs from traditional talk therapy or sex therapy in the sense that in talk therapy is accessed through the mind. And so while the mind is a very important component in self-development and understanding ourselves, the body offers a tremendous amount of wisdom. And humanity in general right now is overdeveloped in the mind and underdeveloped in the body. So one of the main purposes in a somatic sex coaching session is to bring the client back in touch with and learn how to listen to and learn how to strengthen their inner wisdom of their own body. The second part of what happens in a somatic sex coaching session is that we guide the client using the Self Pleasure Modality to connect to the different parts of their own being, of their own body, of their own essence. And this is done in the self-pleasure modality. And I have another video on this specifically describing what the self-pleasure modality is. But the self-pleasure modality holds 3 components. The first component is in-depth and understanding of the soma, the body, and the nervous system, getting to know your own nervous system. The second piece that is incorporated in the self-pleasure modality is a shamanic perspective. And from this shamanic perspective, we're looking at archetypes. We're looking at energies and different energies that we take on and that the different roles that we play and how these roles feel in our body. This unlocks another layer to our awareness, to our body's wisdom, as it unlocks a layer of the unconscious, which is what we can't see, and it brings it to light so that we can see this part of ourselves and we can work with this part. We also use in the self-pleasure modality an in-depth understanding of sexual development and a psychosomatic understanding. So with all of these incorporated, we use the tantric tools of sound, breath, movement, and touch, which are rooted in sacred sexuality. Now, this brings me to the third piece, which is often a misconception of somatic sex coaching and somatic sex sessions. And we offer, and most somatic sex sessions also offer, a no-touch modality. So we are not touching you. In the actual examples, most sessions often happen online, which makes somatic sex coaching so accessible and also such an important piece to bring as it becomes accessible for everyone to use. What does a typical session look like? So a typical session looks like a client comes to us with a challenge. Usually the challenges that arise around sexuality with men have to do with erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation. A lot of the challenges with both genders and both men and women that come to us have to do with relationships, have to do with different attachment patterns, have to do with the longing of finding a partner and creating that deep, intimate connection with a partner. Some women come with perpetual numbness. Some women come with pain during sex. Some women come with inability to orgasm. Some women come with a desire to connect to pleasure. And a lot of men also come with a desire to connect more to self and to their heart. So these are all what I call access points to sexuality. And these access points are, in fact, our heart's desire and our awareness kind of like pinging us of, you know what, there's more out there. There's more that I want to discover. And so these sessions will bring someone to call upon a somatic sex therapist or a somatic sex coach. So usually we offer and we have the client fill out a questionnaire that details their challenges and really inquires around what their daily habits are, specifically in regards to the nervous system, to understand better the depth of the capacity of the client's nervous system. And so then we begin the session with asking and setting the intention of what the client is looking to seek. Now, this is the best part, because we go into the session as the guide, as the coach. Really, we don't know ourselves what the outcome will be. Because like I said in the beginning of this recording and this video, it is the somatic sex practitioner's job, like our role here, is to support the client's internal body's wisdom. So we don't know what is going to unfold in the session. So at the beginning of the session, we set an intention, we do a grounding exercise, and then we begin by inviting the client to go within themselves and to go within their body. And then we begin to ask intuitively. This is the biggest part of our somatic sex coaching program, is supporting the practitioner to remain in their body, to remain in their own intuition, to remain in their own wisdom, because it's actually the somatic sex practitioner who is guiding, using their body's wisdom to connect to the client's wisdom and resurrect that. So we begin to ask questions of the energy. We begin to ask questions around these pieces, around perhaps if a woman is challenged and feels perpetual numbness in sex. We bring an awareness to that part of her body that is numb, and we begin to ask questions, and we begin to ask the body for the answers. And then we follow where the body leads us and what those answers are. And then we evoke the tantric and the sacred sexuality tools of sound, breath, movement, and touch. One amazing example that I had with a breakthrough with a client was he was challenged in intimacy, in establishing a deeper connection in relationships. And he really, really yearned to be seen by a woman. He yearned for this deeper connection. And it was through our somatic sex coaching session that we unlocked a deep relationship with his own inner child. And it was through this relationship with his inner child that he was, in fact, able to journey independently on his own through the support of developing this relationship with his inner child. And he was able to move through the blocks that he had found that had kept him. So he, in fact, had the medicine and the remedy for his challenge all along, hidden deep within his body's wisdom. So what are the benefits of a somatic sex coaching session? So the benefits are surmountable because, again, we don't know what we're going in to discover. And oftentimes this progress is not linear. So we will be looking for perhaps a understanding behind a man challenged with erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation. And what might appear doesn't necessarily logically match that challenge. However, it happens to be the medicine that in fact unlocks that challenge. Perhaps it's an old childhood memory. Perhaps it's a piece of shame that that person carried for a long time around a relationship that he had with his father. And so in the somatic sex coaching session, usually they last for about an hour to an hour and a half. They have like I said, an intake form in the beginning to understand deeper. And these sessions are really powerful when they are done in sequence over time. So if you do, perhaps the real magic comes in perhaps 3 sessions booked back to back, because that's when you can really dive in and discover more about the body's wisdom. And then in between these somatic sex coaching sessions, using the Self Pleasure Modality, we provide you with a practice. We provide you with your own self-pleasure modality practice so that you can dive deep in your own practice. And we support you in how to set that practice up so that you can best benefit from that practice. So if you are looking, and if this intrigues you, please check out our website at www.newparadigmintimacy.com. We have a tremendous amount of freebies as well as courses that offer insights to how our modality works, what somatic sex coaching is, and how it could benefit you as a practitioner, and how this could really support your work as a life coach, as a therapist, as a yogi, as a teacher, and how it could add some depth so that you can support your clients through pieces that you might not be able and most likely cannot reach through traditional sex therapy, through traditional talk therapy. Thank you so much for your time.